Hello, travelers. My name is Bryce, and I read tarot. Welcome to Occult Gate. Hello, travelers. Welcome to another pick a card. My name's Bryce, and I'd like to welcome you to Occult Gate. You know, I was doing pretty good at putting the videos out pretty consistently. Then something unexpected came up. I'm going to be working hard to keep these videos coming to you guys. And might I add that I do appreciate you all so very much. I love all the great comments you leave. You guys have made this happen. I really appreciate it. And I'm glad you stick around, and I'm glad you enjoy the pick a cards. You know, today I was thinking I would do another message that you need to hear right now. I really enjoy doing those, and for the most part I think that they tend to be the most useful. I am working on other content. Now, I've been saying that for a while, but I want it to be good, so stay tuned for that. If you guys enjoy my tarot pick-a cards, feel free to leave me a tip. I'll put a link in the description below to my PayPal. I also use Cash App. I'll put my cash tag and my paypal.me URL here on the screen as well. I'm having a lot of fun doing this channel. I've learned so much since I've started, mostly on the technical side of things. Also, I feel like my skills have improved in tarot because doing pick a cards is a little different than doing one-on-one readings, which I feel like I'm pretty used to since I've been doing them for so long. But I think that the pick a cards have really helped me sharpen my skills. So like I said, today's pick a card is going to be another message that you need to hear right now. As you can see in front of me, I have 4 groups of cards. Group Alpha, Group Beta, Group Gamma, Group Delta. Now all I need you to do is to sit back, relax, close your eyes, and breathe. Try to clear out all the lingering, mundane thoughts left over from your day. Get rid of all the distortion, all the static. Feel the anxiety leave your body. I need you to open your mind to receive a message. If you have a particular situation in mind, go ahead and concentrate on that. But be sure you open yourself to receive the message. Now you're just sitting alone. It's just you and your mind now. You feel the space around you clearing. I want you to ask yourself the question: what is the message that I need to hear right now? And once you've done that, you can go ahead and open your eyes. Select the group of cards that stands out to you the most. If you have trouble picking, I recommend you give the divination wheel a try. let's see what the cards reveal. Okay, Group Alpha. I've laid this spread out to get an idea of what this message is that you need to hear. And I am getting a pretty strong one here. Uh, what I'm seeing is that you guys are represented, first of all, by the Ace of Swords. And what this tells me is that you guys are seeing a new beginning in your life. It's really likely that you're standing on the cusp of or in a very new chapter in your life, and this likely feels like something that's sort of a breakthrough to you. Uh, there's a lot of potential here, and you can see that. This would have a lot to do with a new feeling of mental clarity, a lot of new ideas coming to you, and you feel like you're on to something. You really feel driven about this. But this is in the very beginning stages. And I am seeing some challenges here being posed to your situation, namely represented by the Ace of Cups. Now, this tells me that there's some issue with emotions here that's posing a major challenge to your situation. This could likely have something to do with maybe you love someone and you feel like they don't love you back. Maybe you're having some relationship problems, or maybe you feel like you need love in your life, or that you need someone to feel happy. It could be any of these things, but what it boils down to is an issue with love. Definitely some challenges here when it comes to intimacy, feelings, emotions, things like that. And this does apply to a wide range of people, so it could be any number of things, like I mentioned. You know, like I said, I do see you coming into a new situation in life. It seems as though a lot of things may have seemed like they've kind of fallen together for you, and you really find yourself in new territory. But for one reason or another, you're kind of reluctant to move forward. I can see that. You know, in your conscious mind, I can see you're driven by the Knight of Pentacles. And what this tells me is that you feel like you want financial independence. You know, you want to live a more beautiful life. You want to be surrounded by more beautiful things. You want more freedom. And at the same time, more stability and security to grant you those things. Your independence, your freedom. things like that. You want to be able to enjoy life. Um, in the forefront of your mind, that's what's really driving you in this situation. Now, this conflicts directly with what I'm seeing in the back of your mind, which is the Two of Swords. This probably has a lot to do with what is holding you back here. The Two of Swords tells me that you guys, as much as you see all these potentials and all this opportunity right in front of you, you have these great ideas, you feel like you've stepped into this state of a new mental clarity, you kind of have come to some revelations, things like that. Despite all that, despite your need and your drive for financial independence, for freedom and stability and security, um, the Two of Swords tells me that in fact you are a little reluctant to move forward. There's some situation in your life, and it's likely having to do with this Ace of Cups problem, dealing with either relationships, feelings, emotions, a need for love. Maybe someone doesn't love you back the way you think they should. Something like that. The Two of Swords is telling you not to disturb this situation. You're afraid that something is going to be thrown out of whack and your life is going to be put into disarray and disorder. There's something you're worried about changing. You're not really ready to deal with it right now. You know, in a way, you're wanting change, but at the same time, you're afraid to move forward because in certain aspects of your life, you're not wanting changes because it could have a lot to do with the fear of heartbreak, something like that. Maybe you're afraid you'll be alone. You know, I do see that in the past is the Two of Pentacles. And this tells me that you've been locked into a cycle for quite a while. Things have felt like they haven't been moving forward for you. You feel like you've been going in circles. This could also indicate that there's someone in your life who is playing with you. Either way, what I'm seeing here is that you have been locked into a cycle. And it seems as though you've learned some lessons, but it doesn't look like you've learned them all yet. Because it does seem like there's a situation here that's going to play out. Whether you want it to or not, what you're going to find out is that this is going to be for the better, though. And I do see in the future is the Three of Swords. And this tells me, you know, much as the card suggests with its picture, that there will be some heartbreak in the future. You're going to experience something painful. And this likely has a lot to do with this final lesson that you need to learn before you can move forward in this situation and seize these opportunities that you're seeing in front of you. You know, and this is going to play out regardless of this Two of Swords card, which says that you're a little afraid to rock the boat, so to speak. So, you know, in the near future, I would expect a small period of heartbreak. You're going to come to some sort of realization. This may be a depression. Very short, though. This is something that is going to be painful only at first. Then you'll realize that this is for the better, and this is necessary for you to move forward. You know, I do see that you've put quite a bit of work into this situation. This could mean, you know, both on a relationship level and professionally, as in work. You know, it seems as though you've worked very hard and invested a lot of time and energy into this situation, and you're finally at a place that you see that you might be able to reap what you've sown. At the same time, I feel like part of this has to do with the Ace of Cups again, your challenge. Uh, it may at the same time feel like you've also invested a lot of time and energy into this relationship, and you don't feel like you're getting what you want out of it. Um, so that could have a lot to do with why you're kind of afraid to rock the boat. You feel like you've invested quite a lot of time into this. So what I'm seeing here is that this is going to play out for you, and you're not going to have to worry about that. You're going to come to some realizations, and some things are going to hurt, but the outcome here is quite good. I'm seeing that what you hope for here, you're really hoping for a bit of luck, some kindness, some generosity. You know, you're hoping to gain a little control over this matter, and maybe that would make things a little better for you. I'm seeing dual meanings here to a lot of these cards. It seems as though these two situations you're in are kind of interlocked. And, what I'm seeing is that the outcome, no matter, if you continue on as you are going to experience some heartbreak in the near future. But what I'm seeing here, the King of Pentacles is the outcome, and this says that you are going to get exactly what you're hoping for. You're going, the disarray, the chaos that you may find yourself in for a short period of time is all going to clear. And when that happens, you're going to find yourself in a very peaceful, stable, secure situation. And it's going to be one that you're going to feel as marked a success in your venture, in this opportunity that you're about to try to move into. This is a very favorable outcome. This tells me that when this is all said and done, you're going to be on top of things and quite happy with your situation. Keep that in mind, please. And the cards are urging you to, with the advice card, the Two of Wands, the cards are saying, you're forming a plan right now. You're forming a vision, and you should. Don't let things rush you. Don't let things interfere. Continue as you are. As long as you can hang back and observe, things will become much more clear to you. I am seeing that you have been granted a level of mental clarity that you felt like you haven't had in a while. This is going to serve you quite well. In this case, I say the Two of Swords is a blessing. The fact that you're not wanting to rock the boat, this in the long run is going to help, because you're going to see things that you may not have seen otherwise. You're going to learn some truths, and this is going to grant you a clear vision to move forward with. So, mainly what this card is saying, don't make any hasty decisions. Be sure you have all the facts before you move forward. And, what I'm seeing here is, no matter what, if you continue on as you are, you're on a good path. Things are going to become more and more clear to you. So, I think the overall message here is, don't doubt yourself. Act on what you know, given the facts. If you find yourself in a little disarray, in a little chaos, just know that this situation is going to come together into something that is much more stable and secure than what you've been experiencing up to this point. And you're going to find success in whatever you move towards. In this situation, these breakthroughs, these ideas you've had, these are going to lead you to a very good place. So whatever disarray, whatever chaos you find yourself in, just know that this is for the better, and this is to give you what you want. So, Group Alpha, this is a great reading. I hope it helps. If you like tarot picker cards, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Let me know what you think in the comments down below. Follow me on Instagram if you like, and thanks for watching. Alright, Group Beta. I'm getting a pretty clear message here for you guys. I'll start off with saying that you guys are represented by the Page of Wands, which tells me that really there's no shortage of passion and energy when it comes to you guys. It's also likely that you've just stepped into your situation. I do see that in the past, the World card tells me that something has come to a completion. You've just finished something. Now it could be that you've just finished school. Maybe you had some sort of long-term goal that you had been working towards that you have recently just completed. And here you find yourself in the situation of having completed this task, and you're very excited about it, you're very passionate, you're very driven, but at the same time you feel like you're kind of new to the situation. You're not really sure where to go from here. You have a lot of passion, a lot of drive, a lot of energy, but you feel like you don't know the territory yet. And I do see that this is helping pose your challenge here, which is represented by the Magician card. And this tells me that you're having a bit of a problem exerting your will into the situation. You're not transforming things into what you want quite the way you want yet. And what I'm getting here, I can see a lot of reasons for this. Now I'm going to start with what I'm seeing in your conscious mind, which is the Moon card. And this tells me that there's a lot of fear and anxiety involved in this situation for you. In the front of your mind, you really have a lot of worry. Not necessarily worry, but more like fear and anxieties, some confusion. You're not quite sure of what you're looking at, and that really worries you. At the same time, this situation is kind of causing you to not trust your intuition as much, because you're not quite sure of how to move forward. You just feel unsure of almost everything in this situation. You're not sure if you're seeing exactly what you think you are. This is causing you a lot of anxiety. And it's also causing you to hesitate a lot. I can see that. And you may be misplacing all this passion and energy that you have, because I do see another factor here is in your subconscious mind. You may not even realize it yet, but you really are stressed. You're stressed, you're overworked. You thought you were pursuing your original goals by working this hard, by overburdening yourself, but that's exactly what you've done. It seems as though you are a bit overburdened, stressed, and as time goes on, this is going to emerge, and you're going to become more and more aware of this, and you may be well aware of it already. It's a shame that you are dumping this passion and this energy into overburdening yourself in this manner, when you could much better use it for other things. The cards are giving me a clear indication that this is not necessarily the way to go about doing what you're trying to get done. It's good that you work hard, and but I do see this challenge here as the Magician telling me that this isn't necessarily helping you exert your will into the situation. You're trying to get noticed, possibly, and this isn't necessarily doing it. You may just be displacing your energy. You might want to, uh, you know, try not to overburden yourself as much, and you may see that your subconscious mind and your conscious mind are sort of driving each other. This overwork, this stress, this anxiety, they all kind of go hand in hand. Being so overburdened really feeds into this anxiety and this confusion that you're feeling. And your passion, your energy is really fueling these fires to keep this vicious cycle going. And this could be a big reason you're not seeing the breakthroughs that you're wanting. The good news here is that in the near future, even if you continue on as you are, I see the Three of Wands, and this tells me that things are going to open up to you a bit more. You're going to get a clear view of the landscape that you're dealing with, and you're going to have a much better idea of where to move from here. This tells me that this anxiety and this fear and this stress is soon to come to an end, because you're going to get this clear picture, and finally you're going to see a place that you can move towards using all this energy that you have, this excitement. You're going to have a place on the horizon that you can move towards. So what I'm saying is basically that when you do come to this point in the near future, this is the time to form a big vision. If you are very passionate about this, and it seems as though you are, then you should definitely not be afraid to form big visions, big ideals when you find yourself at this point in the future. You may feel as if this point may never come, but I can assure you that in the near future you are going to get a much clearer look at the horizon, at what you're dealing with, and this confusion and all the stress is going to fade if you let it. So this is good news for you. Just don't be afraid to form big goals. This will do you good. Also, I do see that one of the factors playing into your whole situation right now is that you may be accepting the generosity of someone else. Maybe someone is helping you financially. Maybe someone is giving you a place to stay. This could also mean that someone has a level of control over you because of this. This card is a bit about control. This is playing into your anxiety and your confusion also, and probably overburdening yourself. It does appear as though in some way or another you're relying on someone else's generosity for at least part of your security and your stability. I could definitely see how that would make the situation even harder. But try not to pay so much attention to that right now. You need to focus on your goals. You are going to get these opportunities that you're looking for. Things will become much clearer to you. Also, I'm seeing that you are worried that things will stagnate, that things are not going to change. I can assure you, you're doing well right now. The important thing to remember here is that you are starting off with this fire and this energy, And the reason why this message is so important is because you should be careful not to squander away this passion and this energy on things like overworking yourself, um, or worrying, also anxiety, things like that, because you could very easily tire yourself out. And you have a lot of passion, a lot of energy, and this could really serve you well in moving forward. Um, the spot you're in right now is not uncommon. Um, you're doing well. Uh, Things are going to change. You don't have to worry about them stagnating. Uh, Soon they're going to look much clearer. So I don't think you have to worry so much about that. So if I can ease your mind, uh, I'm sure it would help you to not worry about that as well. Um, the outcome here, even if you don't change anything about anything you're doing, if you continue on as you are, I do see some new potentials here. This has a lot to do with creativity. The Ace of Cups is the outcome. And, I see a lot of creative opportunities, a lot of new beginnings. Um, you know, this will quickly turn into something that you love doing, a passion of your life. This is going to, um, really give your creativity a place to flow forth. Um, you're going to see a lot of new opportunities and potentials in front of you, and it's going to be all about what you decide to do. So I wouldn't worry so much, because it does seem you have exactly the kind of thing you want in your future. Um, these potentials are coming to you, these opportunities. You have to be sure that you take them, though, and the cards are speaking strongly of that. That's in the advice is the Ace of Swords, and that is saying don't be afraid to be aggressive. Um, Once you see what you want, you should exert yourself, move forward aggressively. Don't be afraid to step on a few toes. Uh, you know, you are well prepared. You have the skills necessary to succeed, to win. The only thing that can work against you here is not acting. The opportunities are going to be there in abundance. It's just up to you to seize them. So, this card assures you that regardless of what you feel like you don't know, and regardless of what you're unsure of, you are quite well prepared, and you do have the skills. This card says that you should know that, and allow your mind to become clear. Think clearly, and make decisions based on logic, not emotions. Don't let these fears and these anxieties and this overburdening yourself, don't let these things play into it, your decision making. If you use your logic and what you've known, what you've learned in the past, and don't be afraid to be aggressive and exert yourself, you will succeed greatly. And I think that is the main part of the message that you need to hear right now, Group Beta. Another thing that could be going on here with the challenge card being the Magician, this could also suggest that someone may be manipulating you a little bit. Someone could be seeing that you have this passion and this drive, and they could be diverting all that energy into overburdening you and overworking you. And also, they could be confusing you with some of the things that they're telling you. I feel very compelled to caution you on this. If there is someone that is sort of acting as an advisor and a guide to you, be very wary of what they say, because if the things they're telling you are kind of contradicting what you know, then I would disregard them completely and go with what you know, because they could be causing you to doubt your intuition. They could be causing you confusion. They could also be causing you to waste your energy doing things you don't need to be doing. I'm not saying that this is going to resonate with all of you, this part necessarily, but some of you, I do see this would be a factor here. And this Magician card definitely could indicate this. So be careful of who you listen to. You know, regardless, the cards are promising that you do have the skill and the knowledge necessary to see these things clearly without someone clouding them for you. So, you know, be confident in your own knowledge and your own skills. Don't let anyone pull the wool over your eyes. Don't let anyone try to lead you into failure. If there's someone that is sort of a source of all this confusion for you, this anxiety, identify them quickly. If not, just know that the situation is not going to look as scary to you in the near future. This is not going to be intimidating at all. You know, I do see in the near future you are going to get a clear view of things. And it's going to be very much up to you where you go from there. But as long as you are aggressive and you exert yourself, and as long as you don't hesitate in seizing what you want, don't be afraid of conflict, you are going to find yourself quite victorious. And you're going to come into a very creative phase of your life, a very new beginning. So that's all I have for you, Group Beta. This is a great reading. I hope it helps. If you like tarot pick-a cards, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Let me know what you think in the comments down below. Follow me on Instagram if you like, and thanks for watching. Alright, Group Gamma. Well, I'm getting a pretty clear message here for you guys. I'm going to start off saying that you guys are represented by the Ace of Cups. And this tells me that you are in some sort of situation in your life where you're feeling new types of emotions. You see some new opportunities for relationships, possibly. It could be that you've just entered into a new relationship, or that you are now looking for a new relationship. What I'm seeing here is that you guys are very romantic type people. You love very deeply, and you have a lot of love to give. You're also likely very creative. You know, this situation that you're in now, it could have something to do with a new creative pursuit. Likely that's intertwined also with something to do with a relationship or looking for someone, something of that nature. I can see that you're coming into a new place in your life when it comes to that. Your challenge is quite clear. It's the King of Pentacles. And this tells me that you are facing obstacles that come with finances and security, stability, things like that. You're wanting to move up when it comes to those things. You're wanting to see progress, you know, much as everyone. But that is really one of your main challenges right now. It could be that you're looking for a better job, a better pursuit, or for something to become successful finally. You know, I can see that a lot of willpower has gotten you where you're at, or at least in the past you have, you know, felt as if things were falling together for you. As a result, you had summoned up a lot of passion and moved towards something very quickly. This could also mean that you might have acted on impulse at times, but you felt as if you were doing what you were supposed to do. You had stayed quite busy in the past, but now you're starting to wonder if this is where you want to be. Um, you know, you're wanting more. Now I can see, now at the forefront of your mind, you are driven a little by the need for social interaction with others. Possibly you are wanting to collaborate with others, with like-minded people. You're looking for more friends or more people you can connect with. You know, this is sort of playing into your whole situation because I think it's sort of feeding into this feeling of not being where you want to be in life, and you're wanting to expose yourself to more people, which is a good idea, in hopes that maybe you can find more people that are like-minded. You know, you're not just looking for you know, love interests. You're also looking for friends, for people to collaborate with, for people that stimulate your creativity. At the same time, in the back of your mind, I'm seeing the Two of Swords, and this tells me that there is some level of indecision here. There's something you're refusing to look at because you are trying to avoid making a decision on this thing, and also there's a part of you that does not want to disturb your situation the way it is right now. You're afraid if things change that they may change for the worse other than the better. So, you know, there is a level of avoidance here. There's something you're avoiding, and there's something you're refusing to look at. You're sort of playing blind or indifferent towards this thing. You know, until you open your eyes and deal with this head on, I don't think you're going to see the progress you quite want. This would make things easier on you. I get a feeling this message has a lot to do with life in general, because, you know, I'm getting a lot of, there's a lot of messages that have to do with financial security and stability here, but also I'm getting a lot of messages about social interaction and maybe even loneliness. So, you know, to me it looks as if Group Gamma, you guys are sort of trying to reinvent yourself, and maybe not quite happy with your current crowd. You know, you are very creative people, very romantic, you love very deeply, and maybe you just don't feel stimulated enough by your life right now. You know, I do think it's a good idea that you are trying to network and expand your social circle, to find people to work with, to find friends, love interests. It's a good idea. But there is something that you're refusing to look at here. You know, I do see that there could be a fear of change hiding behind all of this. Just be sure you're not keeping yourself in the same spot by pretending that you are trying to change things. You know, you could be setting your expectations too high when it comes to what you want to happen. You know, that being said, I do see that in the future there's King of Wands, and this tells me that you are going to experience some this is a good card, because this says that you're going to find some success at doing something that you love, something that you took a chance on, or a creative pursuit. you're going to find some success on that. And with this is going to come some new opportunities. And you know, this looks like it's going to turn out to be exactly what you're wanting to happen. So, you know, I do see in the near future a level of success, and that might mark an end to this period in your life. You know, I'm seeing something else here. You know, this is a big factor. The Lover's card is an influence, and that tells me that either you are missing someone, or someone that you like or love someone else. This could also mean that you're just lonely. But this is a huge factor in your situation right now. I'm getting the impression that you feel like once you reach a spot of financial security and stability that you will be better equipped to pursue love, your love interest. You may feel as if your hands are tied right now because you don't have enough money. That would explain the Two of Swords here, because what you're failing to see is that that has nothing to do with money. You know, at the same time, it could be that what is influencing you is that you're missing someone, or just feeling lonely and feeling like you do need love in order to be successful and have financial security and stability. So you see how this is sort of a vicious circle. The good news for you is that you're not going to have to worry about this for very long, because like I said, in the near future you are going to see a break, a level of success when it comes to something that you have exerted your will into doing, a creative pursuit, something that you love doing. You're going to find some opportunities there, and you might see the opportunity to switch jobs or careers, or whatever it is that's your challenge right now when it comes to security and stability. I think you're going to see that end here in the near future. So that's really good news. Also, not only are you focused on those things, you want nice things, you want to be able to buy a nice car, you think that maybe people are going to judge you on that, which is quite true. Also, you're focused quite a bit on physical appearances right now. You know, this has a lot to do with what you are trying to project. You know, I do see a large focus around the board on material things with you at this point in time. That's not to say that you're just a materialistic person, but that has a lot to do with what you're concerned with at this time. You know, physical appearances, you know, the car you drive, you know, how much money you make and all that. You might be staking your happiness on this, and you may find in the future that that is not going to get you exactly what you want, although it may help. So just keep that in mind. The cards are definitely suggesting to me that there's something that you're failing to see, and this could be about something externally or about yourself, something you're avoiding. And the main bit of advice that they have for you in this situation is the Tower card. And this is saying that no matter how scary it seems, or no matter how much you don't want to upset things, or you know, you don't want things to change, you need to face this thing that you're failing to look at. This is a truth that you haven't acknowledged quite yet. You need to acknowledge that, and you'll find that things become much easier for you. That your life will be much more fulfilling, and you know, this card suggests to me that there is a structure built on a false belief or a lie that you've based a lot of your other beliefs on. And this is the structure that you stand on when surveying life. You need to let this structure crumble because it's not built on a solid foundation. So there's something that you're holding true to yourself that isn't necessarily serving you right now. And that is going to have to fall apart to make way for a new approach. This is going to serve you much better. I hope you take this advice into consideration. Also, you know, I am seeing a good outcome here either way. The Ten of Cups, and this tells me, you know, you're going to get much of what you want out of this situation. Now you do notice the nature of this card, how it looks a little too good to be true. You may find that you get exactly what you want, but it's not quite what you wanted. Still yet, this is a great outcome, and this is something that this is a good outcome, Group Gamma. So, you know, I think that you will still have some lessons, much as all of us will, to learn after this is all said and done. But I think you will find that the ending to your current story is going to be a happy one. You know, you're going to find yourself much luckier than you'd hope to be. Group Gamma, I hope you consider the Tower card as advice here, because this is quite important, and it may not directly affect your situation right now, but in the long run, this is going to let you be much happier. You know, I feel like there is something that you know deep down that you are refusing to acknowledge to yourself, because it would change many of the ways that you approach life. You may think that it would be a little destructive to your life right now, but that destruction wouldn't necessarily be a bad one. Just take it into consideration. So, you know, Group Gamma, I feel like the message I'm getting here overall is that, you know, you are hoping for a better life, and you are sincerely giving a good effort to things, and you will see a great outcome from all that. All that I feel like the cards are cautioning me against here is that, you know, you may be focusing a little too much on superficial aspects of things. You know, focusing on materialism, on appearances and things like that, on how much money you have. And what this may be doing is making you seem outwardly like you are more superficial than you really are, because I see that despite all that you really are a deep person. I feel like you're directly in conflict with that, and you're trying to not be that way. Please, if that's the case, you should definitely embrace that side of yourself and not allow yourself to focus so much on the importance of these things, because while they are important, you know that they don't mean everything. And you know, I think that may have something to do with the Two of Swords. You know, maybe this is what you're failing to acknowledge, that these things don't matter to you as much as you're trying to make them matter to you. This isn't going to apply to you all necessarily. I do feel the need to say it. You know, Group Game, I am seeing a great outcome for you, so I think you'll learn this lesson before it's all said and done anyway. You know, the overall message here is just, you know, keep it up, but don't forget who you are, because you are a deep person, and you do have a very creative soul, a very deep soul. You're very spiritual, and you're very connected to yourself. Don't lose that, or convince yourself that you've lost that in the midst of all this. I think that's the overall message. Group Gamma, if you like tarot picket cards, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Let me know what you think in the comments down below, and follow me on Instagram if you like. Thanks for watching. Alright, Group Delta. Well, this is a pretty interesting message here. I'm going to start off by saying that you guys are represented by the Eight of Swords. That tells me that you're in a situation right now where you feel kind of trapped. You feel like you don't really have any control over your life. You know, you feel like you have no way of changing things. And really, I can see that your major challenge moving forward right now is represented by the Sun card. And that tells me that you're not really getting any joy out of life right now. You know, you're having trouble staying positive. Now, this hasn't always been the case, because I can see that in the past, is the High Priestess, and this tells me that you were kind of tuned in the past to a deeper spiritual meaning to life. You became really in touch with your subconscious and your spiritual side. You feel like you've gained some wisdom over time, and you've kind of got some insight into how things work. You really didn't see this coming. Yet still you found yourself in this situation. And you know, I can see that there may be a level of stubbornness to your mindset right now, because it seems as though what's driving you is that you're moving towards something that you really want to attain. I can see in your subconscious mind it's the Queen of Wands, and this tells me that there's a strong level of willpower here. You know, moving towards something that you really want to attain. You know, and you feel like you deserve it. In fact, you probably feel like you know you're going to get it. Yet you find yourself trapped, unable to move forward. But I think that maybe might have something to do with the fact that for you, in your own mind, the only way to move is toward that goal. Because you feel as if you are going to get it, it's your right, something of that nature. And the reason you feel trapped is because, you know, you don't want to go anywhere but towards that. If you're not getting that, then you feel trapped. You know, and I can see that, you know, in the forefront of your mind, you're really exhibiting a very you're really exhibiting a lot of strength here, a lot of willpower, but this is turning into stubbornness, the cards are telling me. You know, careful that you don't you know, chase off those around you, things like that. You're not going to feel trapped like this for much longer. I do see in the near future the Queen of Cups, and you're going to come back into touch with the nurturing and caring part of yourself, and you're going to see some things a little differently. And you're going to realize that you're not trapped at all, and you're going to find a state of peace to reflect back on this situation with, and maybe kind of gather your thoughts and come up with a new plan or a new approach. You know, I can see something that's influencing you is your mindset is a little cold and aloof. You just, you're not using the sides of yourself that you've gotten in touch with. You're a very emotional person usually. You're very intuitive. You're very in touch with your feelings. But something about your current situation has driven you to um, only act based on logic. And I do see that there has been some pain involved here. This is making you put up walls, and outwardly it may appear that you are being a little cold at times. Um, and really, it's this whole situation that is making you think this way. You're really driven to attain something. And I can really see that you have this strong belief that you deserve it. Careful, because this drive and this impatience to gain this thing, this may be what's making you feel trapped. I can see that really you hope and need love in your life, and that may be a factor playing into this. It could be what this is about, not necessarily though. Overall, the outcome here is the Justice card, and that tells me that you will get what you deserve. If you do in fact deserve what you are after, you'll get it. You can relax and take it easy, because that's what's causing you a lot of your stress and your unneeded worry and anxiety right now. So if you do in fact deserve whatever you're after, you will get it. The Justice card promises the outcome of this whole situation will be a fair one. So rest easy in that. The advice that the cards are offering you here is a Page of Cups, and this is telling you to relinquish the need for control over this whole situation. Don't focus so much on yourself right now. Focus on the needs of others, and do your best to make them feel more comfortable and to feel better. And it may not be apparent why you're doing this at first, but show them your caring and nurturing side, and later you'll see why and how this helped. Because right now you may be on the verge of making some enemies. I'm not sure. You don't want people to change their perception of you. You're just very driven right now, and you're very frustrated because you're not getting your way, and this is really encroaching into your ability to be happy and feel joy out of life. The cards are saying to take it easy, and to be sure you keep your friends, and focus on them for a little while. See how you can help others, how you can make things better for other people, especially when it comes to this situation. And you'll find that when things are all said and done, the outcome will be fair, and you will get what you deserve. In the near future, Group Delta, you're going to experience a relief from this this frustration and this feeling of being trapped. You're going to see the situation from a much more calm side of yourself, and you're going to be able to relax a little bit. And I think once you find yourself there, that that is a good time to focus on the advice that the cards are giving you here, because you'll be much more in touch with your nurturing side. I think you're going to find that in this situation, and even towards what you're trying to get out of it, that focusing on the needs of others and seeing what you can do to help them and to help others feel good about the situation is going to serve you much better than your approach right now. You feel as if you're trapped and as if you have no say over your own life or the situation. You have no control. It's just because of the way you're trying to control it. you'll get much more of what you want out of this situation by showing others kindness and showing them your nurturing side, which I can see is very strong. Luckily, in the near future, you're going to get much more of an insight into that, and you know, just be aware that you know, up until now, you've been using, in this situation, logic and intellect, and you may have come off a little cold to the people around you, and this may be working against you in this situation. So please be aware of that. Now is the time to relax and to try to make yourself happy and those around you. So you know, take a step back, breathe a little bit. The cards are saying you don't have to stress over this so much. The outcome will be fair, and the best thing for you to do is to worry about others and how they feel. So now's the time to show others how nurturing you are and how caring you are. You know, I am seeing that you are a very wise person. You've gained some insight into some wisdom about yourself and the way the world works. You know, on a spiritual level in the past, and this has made you feel very confident in what you strive towards and what you feel like you can do and what you deserve. This makes you very confident in what you know, but at the same time, you may have gotten ahead of yourself because you feel as if because it's as if you have disconnected a little from your emotional side. I think the important thing for you here is not to stress so much. You know, in order for you to be happy, you have to make sure those around you are happy, and you'll find that you feel much better, and you'll be much more prepared to do what you're trying to do, and things will work out. The cards are promising that the outcome will be fair. You'll get what you deserve, so relax. You know, sometimes, and I'm sure you have gained insight into this bit of wisdom, but sometimes we don't really know what we really want until we get it. So, you know, I'm sure you'll understand that. So, Group Delta, I hope this helps. If you like tarot pick cards, go ahead and hit the subscribe button. Let me know what you think in the comments down below. And follow me on Instagram if you like. Thanks for watching.